So as we mentioned earlier, man, the brother's going into how Jay likes to get into getting fast money and doing that by bloodshed. So the scriptures talk about that, which proves that we have to be those people, man. This is Proverbs 1:10. It says, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us look privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive as the grave, and hold it whole as those that go down to the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. And that's Jake's easy money scheme, man. That's what he tries to do by robbery, by murder, by getting into drug deals, by all those wicked things that destroy our people.
Right.
It says, casting thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
That's it right there.
If they lay wait for their own blood,
That's Jake.
they look privily for their own lives. So what happens, man? After a while, you're gonna rob the wrong dude. He's gonna cut you short, man.
Right.
You're gonna kick down the wrong door. He's gonna cut you short. There's videos on that online. Where these Jakes they go try to rob this dude, and little did they know that dude got something for him, man.
At the apartment complex.
Yeah, he start blasting at him. You probably hit one or two of them. There was one where they had this Edomite chick. She went to go rob them. These Jakes. He went to go rob this Edomite, and she sat there with a shotgun, and the woman was running away from him, saying, I'm pregnant, don't shoot me. But she wasn't pregnant. She just didn't want to get shot, man.
Oh,
Damn.
And then that Edomite ended up shooting her in the back, man.
killed him.
Yeah. It says, I'll finish this out. Proverbs 1:19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
Greedy again, man. Right? Can't be that or be covetous, man. That's why it's good that's why it's good to have just be satisfied with your portion, man. See, when the Lord feels that you deserve an increase or you're ready for an increase, then you'll get an increase. You know? These niggas in the world, they'll get things and blessings of this world, but it'll ruin them, man. But for us, man, the Lord will give us what we can, because scripture say what? The Lord is not going to put more on you that you can handle. You know? You want to grab that?
That's Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18. Is that what you call it?
Started verse
Verse 17? Okay,
no, 18 is fine.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
get started.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18. By much slothfulness, the building decayeth.
Yeah, by much slothfulness, the building decayeth, man. And you know, we sometimes, like, I've had slothful moments where you gotta get out, snap out of that shit, man. Because what happens is, a sloth moment can turn into a sloth day, a sloth week, a sloth month, sloth couple months, a sloth year, a sloth lifestyle, man.
Ooh.
And the Lord doesn't like us, somebody who's slothful. Like we got into earlier, it says in Apocrypha, through much idleness, it teaches much evilness, man. You idle, you just sitting there, you ain't doing nothing, man. But you have Jake that's in this world that preach that, oh man, we fucked up anyway, we might as well just, nah, bro. That don't mean you never stop fighting, man. And that don't mean that you use the curses as an excuse to be broke, man. You don't do that, man. You know, just understand that there's certain opportunities that's not going to be given to you, and there's certain things you're going to have to finagle and you know, you're going to have to finesse, man, you know, to make shit work. But that don't mean you sit down and you got to get out of that mindset, man. I knew a dude that was in that mindset. Like, no, bro, we don't use that as an excuse, because scripture say that, you know, if a man can't take care of his household, he's worse than the infant. You got that?
Yeah, I was doing that. Yeah, it says First Timothy chapter 5 and it's actually 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. It says, but if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith and is worse than an infidel.
And being slothful can lead you into that, man. So you gotta, like, you know, it's why it's like a scary thing to be slothful, you know, and have that demon on you. You know, it's like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get out of that, man, because then, like the brother said, you be counted as the heathen. You know, you gotta preach. Yeah, go ahead.
This Proverbs 15 verse 19 reads, the way of the slothful man is a hedge of thorns, but the way of righteousness is made plain. So honestly, being slothful, hey, you're basically putting yourself in a bad situation, bro. It's like, honestly, it's working all the time suck. Yeah, it does suck. But honestly, makes what, paying bills, makes it easier paying bills. You might have a little bit of money afterwards. Like, yeah, it's like, hey, working sometimes does suck, but hey, if you're not doing shit, hey, you're putting yourself in a much worse situation than you can just put in a couple extra hours.
Yeah.
Do this, do that.
So like I say this, man, you know, like being an entrepreneur running a business, that's harder than having a job. Cause it's like you don't stop working. You know what I mean? You gotta find time off. Like it's like fuck. You know, and because there's nobody over you to manage you or micromanage you. So you gotta be that extra hard on yourself, man. You know, to actually have a profitable business, man. Or get around people who, you know, who's able to adjust to that lifestyle and learn their traits, man. You know? So they can teach you how to do certain things, man. You know, having a job, you get told what you know your job, man. Being an entrepreneur, man, you gotta jump through different hoops. You gotta serve your clients. You a slave to your clients, basically. It's what you are. But it's, you know, scripture saying Ecclesiastes, what you're gonna get, it says what? Money answereth all things. Money is a defense, man. You gotta have it.
Well, you gotta be a self-starter, man.
Yeah,
Basically, you gotta be proactive about your situation. You can't be waiting around, waiting for something to happen or until somebody tell you to do something, man. You gotta be proactive about it. That's all you gotta be in your whole life.
Yeah.
You gotta be proactive in your life, man. Let's say, for instance, like, say you never brush your fucking teeth. Well, why you didn't brush your teeth? Well, nobody told you to. So all your goddamn teeth fall out, you know what I'm saying? Or how come you didn't eat today? Well, nobody told me to. So you're over there starving, man. You gotta be proactive about your situation, man.
Yeah.
Basically, you gotta lead yourself, man.
Be on top of business.
You gotta be. In the scriptures, they relate slothfulness to wickedness, man. Because in the parable of the talents, Yahweh Shai called the man that hid his talent in a napkin, he called him a wicked and slothful servant.
Right.
So slothfulness is equal to wickedness, man. So to be slothful is to be wicked, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, they say it's a saying. They say you got to play all offense, man.
Right.
You know, and it's either they say you letting life happen or you making it happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or wondering what the fuck just happened. You know. So you want to be in that, and a man should be in that. Should have that grit about self-starter.
Right.
You know,
self-starter.
you got it because you got to provide, man. You know.
Got one quick one. It says Sirach 40:28. It says, "My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg." All right, so you gotta take heed. That's part of being a man. You have to go work, especially if you have 4 limbs and you're able to work. You don't have no excuses. And if you live a beggar's life, you become a burden to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? What kind of how do you look in the mirror like that? You know what I'm saying? Like the brothers had me bring out, if you can't take care of your children, that should bother you on the mental level. You know what I mean? Your conscience should be like, man, what the hell am I doing with my life? While everybody else is working, you calling them squares because they work a 9 to 5, but when you need something, you hit them up for money. That shit don't make no damn sense.
Well, Jay got the welfare mindset, man. Well, he depended on Esau to take care of his kids, to pay his medical bills, to give him the EBT card. You know, he's relying on his enemy, man. You know, that's part of the curses too. Actually, that's a curse in itself to have a mindset like that, to not having a mentality to take care of your own business. That's insanity right there, man. You know, because the brother was talking about earlier, where's all the men at? You know, and the men ain't among you, Jake, man. Because you, Jake, you don't want to do shit for yourself, man. You want easy paths. You want the wide gate, man. But brothers in the truth, we live by the straight gate or the path of difficulty, so we expect things to be hard for us, man. We don't shy away from difficult situations or things that you might deem hard. Because brothers out here, we work, man. All of us have jobs. Right. You know, they like to say, "Oh, don't you got anything better to do on Saturday night?" No, we don't. It's the best thing to do on a Saturday night. You know,
that's right.
It's the best thing to do on a Saturday night, just to be among you wicked ass niggas out there.
Right.
This is the best thing to do on a Saturday night, man. And me and the brothers were at the park on Thanksgiving. Yeah. We'd rather been there than anywhere else.
Right.
Than be with eating a wicked ass plate of fucking abominable food, man. That's gonna do what? Give you the sleepies. You know what I'm saying? Make you lazy and shit, man.
The itis.
That's what that shit does. That's what that turkey and all that shit does, man.
Yeah, it's like
right.
They pump that shit full of chemicals to put you in that slothful state, man. That laid back state, man.
You'll notice when you consume a lot of food, man. I've been getting into that recently.
Right.
That put demons on you, man.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you basically want to be at a low carb diet, man, and you'll be able to think more clearly, man. when you have a lot of sweets, a lot of bread, and all that shit, carbs, rice, and all that shit, to break down is sugar, man. You start feeling bloated. You start having these different thoughts and all that. But you notice when you pull your food back and you kind of had a slight fasted state, you're able to think more clearly, man. You got more energy. Yeah, you be hungry sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's really, it's really better for your body. But here in America, they push that, 3 meals a day, or they push that shit on you, man.
That's a European diet, bro. That didn't come out till the Europeans came.
Yep.
Because all the civilizations before that, it was a 1 meal a day. Mm-hmm. They didn't come out, let's have breakfast. 3 hours later, let's have lunch. 3 hours later, let's have dinner. That's a European standard, man. And they said that breakfast was invented by the Kellogg's company and by the Orange Juice company to push those foods to make money.
That's exactly what it is you're breaking the fast, man. That's what breakfast is. You're breaking the fast, because at nighttime, right, when you're asleep, you're fasting, right? And then when you fast for over 12 hours, your body goes into a state of ketosis, which is burning, is using the fat that you already have as energy, man. And that's kind of like where you want to be at. You want to, but if you're constantly consuming fats and consuming carbs and all that, then your body is storing up the fat. Now you're getting bigger and fat, and that's why you see these big fat motherfuckers, man.
And but isn't it said that you don't isn't it said you don't burn any fat when you're sleeping or some shit like that?
If you eat too late.
If you eat too late, yeah.
I believe, yeah, if you eat too late.
You got people that get up at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning just snacking on shit.
Yeah.
That shit's shame.
If you stop eating at 8, man, let's say you stop eating at 8 or 9 o'clock. I really say you don't want to eat till about 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. the next day, man. Right? Because you want your body to kill off. Because if you have a lot of fat on you, then you become unhealthy, man. Then you're subject to being a diabetic and all kind of shit, man. A lot of sugars, blood pressure be high. But if you have just enough, and they say if you eat 1 meal a day, you get more nutrients from that meal than if you ate multiple meals a day. That's what they say. Like if you have a big ass protein meal, you got your body absorbs a lot of that protein. If you just protein all day, 5, 6, 7 times a day, you shit it out a lot. You shit a lot of that protein out. Yeah. But if you get one of it, just one plate of protein, then your body's able to consume more of it, man. Really, you should be snacking on like fruits and vegetables, but these niggas will go get Snickers, Reese's, chips, McDonald's, and it's okay to have that every now and again, man. But you don't want that shit to be, because health is wealth, man. You don't want this shit to be your diet, right? Gas station binging and all that shit. Yeah. You don't want that, man. Donuts and shit.
Gas station food is shit, bro.
Apostle Zahar made a video about that. He said, man, these niggas got demons on their mind because of food that they consuming, man. This food put demons on you, man. Food, rap music, liquor, all this shit, man.
Hey, bro, check it out, man. I went to the gas station, bro. It was like last year, bro. So I was gonna, get a little, like sweet cake or something. Right. Shit, bro, I turned it around, bro. The ingredient list, bro, it's got like 50 ingredients, man. Yeah. For a piece of like, shit, bro, I think it was a blueberry muffin or something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
50 ingredients for a blueberry muffin?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey.
Bro, there's chemicals and shit in there, man.
And if you look up the ingredients, like if you really thoroughly look and did some research on the ingredients, the FDA will allow them to put ingredients on there that's actually bad for you.
Oh yeah.
And they will say only because it have a certain amount of a percentage in it is it okay for human consumption. That shit is crazy as hell to me, man.
Because in Europe, a lot of American foods are banned for that very reason. Like if you look at the back of your ketchup and look at the back of your European ketchup, the ingredients, they got like 4 or 5 different ingredients. You have about 30 to 40 here in America, right? Corn syrup, all this shit, right? But I would say
corn syrup.
Yeah.
And and then what's that one? Mono and triglycerides.
Right.
Terrible, man.
Trans fat also.
So what you kind of want, man, is we're in captivity, so you gotta escape it to the best of your ability. But I always say this, man: if you gonna eat, if you gonna have a snack or some shit like that, earn it, man.
Right.
Take your ass to the gym, man. Get up, do some push-ups or something, man. Sit-ups, right? Earn that shit. Go sweat it out, man. Sweat. Take a walk, man. Because one cookie, like from Crumble, if you get one cookie from Crumble, that cookie equals 8 miles of walking, man.
That's a big ass cookie, though.
God damn.
This dude did an experiment. He's like, man, if I eat one of these cookies to burn off the amount of calories I get from this fucking cookie, I gotta walk 8 miles. from one fucking cookie.
Well, I remember I brought up the fact that that one can of beer is equal to like 8 slices of bread.
Man, a lot of carbs.
A lot of carbs.
You
man.
be bloated. That's why these motherfuckers be having these beer bellies. But you're gonna drink beer. You're gonna have your cookies, right? We're not saying those things are wicked, but if it's done, anything that's done in excess is wicked, right? Scripture say that a false balance is an abomination with the Lord, man. But if you're gonna have these different things, get your ass up and go work out, man. Get your ass up, get in this gym. If you know you don't like the gym, that's fine. Get up, do your push-ups, do your sit-ups, man. Do your planks, right? Do your burpees or whatever the fuck you do. Do your pull-ups at the house, man, to keep your body in that state,
Well,
man.
look how boxers do it, man. Boxers, they eat big meals.
Yeah.
But they work all that shit off because they constantly training, constantly being in that aerobic state, man. They're constantly burning calories, man. So they need extra food to burn those calories, man. To keep themselves, to condition themselves that state, man.
Go ahead, I'll put your freedom.
This is Sirach 37 and verse 20. I'll start at 29.
That shit's in a lot of
And so it says, be not unsatiable, you know. And so that word means it means impossible to satisfy. So people are constantly eating, man. You know, well, be satisfied with just a little bit, man. You know.
Well, that's Esau. Well, that's Esau's spirit.
Yep.
Esau's insatiable.
Greed.
Esau wants everything.
You know, it
Esau
says
can't get
that
enough.
Habakkuk, the second chapter, I believe. You know, it says that it says that he cannot be satisfied.
Right. That's the same thing as their brother pulled out the word insatiable.
So it says, be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats.
I think dainty means like rich foods. That's what I think dainty means that because there's an old scripture, I forgot where it's at. It's talking about don't be tricked by the king's dainties. That's something in Proverbs.
Dainty means small and pretty,
Yeah.
or like so yeah, it says typically concerning food, you know, small and pretty.
Yeah, like a rich food, like an extravagant food. So to speak.
And so it says verse 30. And it says for lucky man for man, I can't say the word. Excess of meats bringeth sickness,
Dang.
and surfeiting will turn.
So I think it's surfeiting. Look up that word surfeiting, bro.
Surfeiting, yep.
Surfeiting. Excess of meats bringing sickness because you're not supposed to be eating meat all the time, man. You know, and back in the ancient days, meat was only consumed on special occasions.
I got it.
When a guest came, when they had a visitor, go slaughter a lamb. We have a visitor. Other than that, it was a vegetable-based, you know, diet, man. You know, vegetables, fruits, salads, so on and so forth, man.
Which is high in fiber, right? Which don't clog you up, man. You shit that shit out.
Yeah, what do animals eat? They eat the grass, right? You know, and what is a bull, which is considered one of the strongest animals? What does he eat? He's not consuming protein shakes and shit like that. He's eating the grass. Yeah, things of the earth, man.
So this is the definition for surfeit, and so it says to cause someone to desire no more of something as a result of having consumed or done it to excess.
To excess.
Yep.
So you're not supposed to do things to excess, man.
You know, and so some words or some similar words are gorge.
Gorge. What do you gorge on food?
Yep. Overindulge.
Overindulge. That's all the things you was talking about.
Cram. You know.
Cramming your gut.
Yep.
Hey, so that's why, you know what? That's why, in a sense, it's wicked to go to these all-you-can-eat buffets, man. You shouldn't be doing that shit, man. If you want to, the scriptures talk about having temperance, which means self-control.
Damn,
You're supposed to have a self-control about yourself. Like the brother said, there's, if you eat too much, you get a testosterone state, man. And you gotta believe that there's demons on these foods, man. You know, these foods that we consume on a daily basis, because the scripture says that we should eat our bread defiled. So there's drugs on them. There's drugs in them, which are the chemicals. Like the brother said, you read the back of the food label and it got carotid. You can't even pronounce what it says, man. And then it might say wheat, flour, but then they'll have a list of like 15 other ingredients that you can't even pronounce, man. And if you try to look them up, you don't know what the fuck they mean. You know, plus what Esau does is he switches certain words around so he can hide what's really inside it there, man. You know, like he'll put pork into all kinds of shit, but he'll call it something else because he wants Jake to go off, man. And what the scripture calls him the accuser of our brethren. He wants to say to the Most High, see, they're going off. See, they're eating pork. See, they're doing this. See, they're wearing mixed fabrics. See, they're working on the Sabbath day. No, he's the accuser of our brother, man. He constantly points a finger at us to the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead up. Start at 17.
So Sirach chapter 31, verse 17. Leave off first for matter's sake, and be not unsoundable, lest thou offend. When thou sittest among many, reach not thine hand out first of all.
So this is giving you manners, man. In Sirach 31, right? After you come into a feast or you come to eat, this is giving you manners, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
Yeah, so a very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, man. And again, you want to be at the, I listened to this dude and he say that, man. He said, man, you want to be at a fasting, almost fasted state, just, you know, eating, if you working out, get your proteins and shit in, but leave off the carbs, man. Because you'll notice, those carbs is what make you feel full, man. Right, that rice, that shit how you bloated. You eating chips and shit, bread and all that how you bloated. Pastas, right? That shit how you bloated, man. But if you eat if you eat meat, you know, you get your proteins, and you won't feel as much, you know, you won't feel that bloated. You'll feel full enough, but you'll still be craving shit. Your stomach still be growling because you haven't had carbs. You know, go ahead, because your body, you get cranky, man. When I went on the carb diet, and I'm like, man, I was cranky, man. I'm like, fuck, because you need carbs for energy. That's what it is, man. But an overconsumption of it will make you fat. You know, go ahead.
Run it back. It says, a very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed.
Yeah, so you eat too much, man. You tossing and turning, you trying to breathe and shit. You can't sleep, right? You like fuck, you know. Then you wake up in the morning. See, it's good to wake up I remember being little, waking up in the morning hungry, man. Right? If you wake up in the morning still full from last night, man, that's your day pretty much fucked up, man. You like damn, because now you starting off sluggish. But when you hungry, you hop out the bed, man. You like, fuck, I'm too hungry to sleep. Let me get up. You know, but when you full, all you want to do is sleep. You know, go ahead.
It says, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
Yeah, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating, man. You know, okay, I'm going to sleep good tonight, so eat moderately, man. Right, try to cut that shit off at a certain time. If you get home late, I understand. I used to get home late a lot, man. So I understand, but, you know, kind of, if you know you're going to get home late, don't eat until like me, right? I'll go to the gym about 5, 6 o'clock. I won't eat till I won't have like a real meal till about 3:30, 4 o'clock, man. You know, and then I use that meal as energy in the gym. And then I come home and I have like my protein and shit and then boom, go to sleep. You know, that's how but I've been a guy that ate 5, 6, 7 meals a day or, you know, 3 or 4 big ass meals a day and been fucked up. You know, go ahead.
It said, he riseth early.
See?
And his wits are with him.
See, he rises early and his wits are with them, man. If you eat moderately, man. Right? Eat moderately, right? Go ahead.
But the pain of watching and, is that choler? That's like a choler. Okay, the water. It says, and choler and pangs of the belly are with the unsatisfiable men. That's the unsatisfiable men. All right, verse 21. And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest.
And that's how important that is, right? Man, go vomit this shit out. You know, throw up, man, boom. So you can go to sleep. You know? Hey, sleep is important, man. Rest is important for the body, man. You ain't got enough rest, man, but especially if you eating a lot, you ain't got enough rest for your body to work that shit off, and you know, then you're gonna be fucked up, man.
But you're not gonna get a good night's sleep because while you're trying to sleep, your body is working on to digest all that food that you're eating. So you're not even getting like a proper night's sleep. You're not getting that good deep sleep. I think they call it like REM sleep, rapid eye movement.
Yeah. And then you wake up. See, a lot of people don't. You lose a lot of water when you sleep too because you're breathing. Right. That's water. That's you're breathing, man. We learned that in school. So, but it's good you fasting, man. That's good. Your body is better at a fasted state because it can work on the things that it needs to work on, right? If you have a cold or you have you have a fever or some shit, right? It's good that your body kind of getting that fasted state so it can work on it, man. But if you overly consuming it with food and all that, then it's working on digesting the food and this and that, and boom, you kind of can fuck yourself up by doing that. But it's always good to fast, man. Right, and it's good for your mind too. See, I didn't really know how important fasting was until a couple years into this truth. And the benefits that it have, and you kind of want to be like that all day, man. You want to eat to live, not live to eat. Okay? Go ahead. Food is medicine, man. You want to have enough to get you. Okay, boom. You kind of want to, have enough to get you through what the fuck you need.
Well, that's why there's dietary laws in the Bible.
Yep.
They were made for your health and your benefit. And also, if you go to the book of Daniel, he didn't want to defile himself with the king's meat or with the king's drink. He wanted to eat the vegetables. I forgot what they call it, but it was vegetables, man. And at the end of that period, it showed that their countenance, the G white children, their countenance was brighter and better than the men that partake in the king's food, which called like a rich diet, man, full of breads and carbs and things like that nature, man.
Because the guy was in that story. The servant of the king was scared. He was like, man, if you don't eat this food at the king, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then Daniel was like, hey man, we gonna eat the foods of the field, basically, the vegetation,
right.
And they were shining more, they looked more healthier than the people that had been eating the king's meat. It goes to show you that, hey, the Lord is working with his men, but it goes to show you that what they was eating is healthier than what the fuck was being presented.
I'm gonna get it real quick. Daniel 1:15, this is after the 10 days that they never consuming the vegetables. At the end of 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh, and all the children were to eat the portion of the king's meat, which they were healthy. Not they had puffy cheeks or anything like that. They were of a healthier countenance, man. It's like when you're dehydrated. When you're dehydrated, it has an effect on your skin. Say you consume enough water so you stay hydrated. You'll have a much better complexion, so to speak, man. Your eyes will be dry. Your skin will be a little bit smoother. You have a little bit more energy about yourself,
Sirach chapter 31, we're on verse 22. It says, my son, hear me, and despise me not. And at the last thou shalt find as I told thee, and all thy works be quick. So shall there be, it's like this, so shall there no sickness come unto thee.
That's pretty much the point. You want to grab your precept and we get Ecclesiastes and get
Okay, I don't know precept.
No? Let's finish it. Oh, Barzo, you got that precept? Okay, let's get that Ecclesiastes.
Oh, okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 18. It says, by much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. A feast is made for laughter.
Can you get that?
It says, a feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things.
Right, so we was going into, having, money earlier, right? Money answereth all things, man. Money is a defense, so it's not wicked to have money. You need it. You have to have it, right? In order to survive. Scripture just said, don't live a beggar's life, and you have to take care of your family. So I remember it was times, man, under our old campaign, I would make a certain amount of money in a month, and I felt wicked, man. I was scared to tell people how much money I made, that month. I thought I was going off, or the Lord wasn't dealing with me.
And when the Lord said that He make us poor, He make us rich.
Right.
So He decides if you're going to have that decrease or not.
Or not, right. So I was like, damn, but come to find out, that wasn't wicked at all. That wasn't wicked at all to have that. You have to have it.
The only way it would be wicked if that was your only goal in life,
right.
man. And then it would be wicked.
Let's get that.
The love of money
is
a root of all wickedness, so to speak.
We're going to grab that right
Yeah, but plus this one that says, it says, if riches increase, set not thy heart upon them.
Right.
Okay, so it's fine, to be rich or whatnot, but but it's how you go about it, man. You don't set your heart on it, man.
Yeah, and if you do have riches, then that means the Lord wants you to give up those first fruits of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on, man.
If the Lord bless you with riches, or He bless you with a certain amount of money, then you're supposed to break off the apostle, man. That's part of our duty too, because they did that in ancient days. They gave to the priest. They gave up what they earned, to the priest, man. And the Lord, the Scripture said that if you do that, the Lord's going to bless you anyways, man. Also in the book of Acts, we talk about Cornelius. When they went to go, the angel went to talk to Cornelius. He told Cornelius, he said, "Thy alms and prayers are come before the Lord." So those tithes they're acknowledged by the Most High, man. But that's what alms are. Alms are the giving of money. But I'm gonna get another precept dealing with
You got that?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, start
you got that First Timothy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, get that right.
Okay. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Start at 9.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, and we'll start at 9. It says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
And you see that in the world, man. They fall into temptation and snare. Right? These people that are given into it, right? Worshiping. It's their God, right? Go ahead.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Yeah, to many foolish and hurtful lusts. And you see that on a high level, like we were talking about the whole, like, P. Diddy situation earlier, or just these people higher up in the industries. With that money, man, these niggas feel like they invincible, right? So they get off into sinful things and sinful works, and in their different lusts, their desires. Now, the shit he was doing to that Cassie girl was wild, man. But only a nigga, because his mind is, the flesh is, you can't please it, man. So with that, mix that flesh with a abundance of wealth, there's nothing he think he can't do. So he fall into these different things, man.
Go ahead. Also, like it says, many foolish and hurtful lusts, because foolish thing is to get tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists too, they said that dude, what's this dude, Little Uzi, he got a $200,000 tattoo, man. 200K on the tattoo, that's foolish.
They put him to sleep for it.
Yeah, see? So, man, you fall into those things. You got the money to blow, so you do that. You know what else you could have did with that money? Anyways, it says, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
God, because the brother said the love of money is the root of all evil. That falls into covetousness, man. Design what another man's have, or another man's substance. And there's a parable about that spoken by Yahweh Shai. I'm going to go ahead and get it. This is Luke 12 and 15. And it says, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consists not in the abundance of the thing which he possesses. And he spoke a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, and this is how you take that, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruit, or his wealth. And he said, this will I do, I will pull down my barns, and I will build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And this is what Jake said to himself. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. For Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall these things be which thou hast provided? So he that layeth up treasure for himself is not rich toward the Most High, man. So it's not saying that treasures are wicked, but it's saying that the worship and making those things as idols is wicked, man. So, and trusting in those riches too. There's a scripture there in the book of Proverbs that says, "Give neither poverty nor riches." Mm-hmm. Because if you get too much, you're not gonna be in that spirit towards the Lord, man. And if you get too little, then you can say, well, the Lord, you're not gonna like the Lord that's providing for you. So it's good to have that perfect balance, man. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead with that, bro.
It's Sirach 29. I'm gonna start at verse 11. So it says, lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. Shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. It shall fight for thee against thine enemies better than a mighty shield and strong spear. Verse 14 says, an honest man is surety for his neighbor, but he that is impudent will forsake him. Hey, is that it, bro?
It was the point was earlier.
Okay.
And you can start up to verse.
Sirach 29 verse 12. And it says, shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
See, so alms that's something that we have to give. That's actually a trait that we have to have, being men of the Lord, and it's a benefit of having or giving alms, because it can forgive a multitude of sins. We go up all the time, and it's good to have that, man. And I was looking for it, but the scriptures say that the Lord will bless you. If not from that man, then the Lord will bless you, man.
Yeah.
So that's it's important to have that and give that. Okay, go ahead.
It don't have to be monetary blessings. He can bless you in different ways. He can keep you in good health. He can make things go in your favor. The scripture says when a man's ways please the Lord, even his enemies are at peace with him. So he can make circumstances of your life, go to your favor or your benefit, man.
You there already?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's Sirach 35 and verse 10. And it says, give unto the Most High, according as he hath enriched thee.
Hey, right there, given to them according to how he's enriched you. That's so important to the brother was mentioning that earlier. That's so important to do, because it's the Lord that gives out blessings, man. Back then we had the first fruits was required of the Lord, and that's what we had to have or give. Okay, go ahead.
It says,
some more on it?
Yeah, and it says, and as thou hast gotten, give give with an cheerful eye. So don't give it, man. Being like, oh man, here you go, man. What the fuck ever, bro.
Yeah, good.
Hey, be sincere with it, man. Because what Paul said, man. He had said, though I have the gifts of prophecy, and so basically, to break down the scriptures, though I have not charity, I am nothing. So that just goes to show the importance, man, of charity, man, because charity kind of proves how much you care, man. It's like it says here actually, I read it earlier in Proverbs 29, so I'm gonna just grab it. Sirach 29 and 20, and it says, help thy brother according to thy power, man. So basically do what you can, man. But if you are able to, do it, man, because the Lord, He sees it.
Go ahead. You got a pre-up?
Sirach chapter 3, verse 30. It says, water will quench a flaming fire, and alms make it an atonement for sins.
See, alms making an atonement for sins, man. Always remember that. Like the brother said, which is a great point. The Lord could bless you another way. It doesn't always have to be a return on your alms. You know what I mean? It could be like the Lord could you know, could protect you from, you know, could keep you in good health, like the brother said. Could protect you from some potential evil that was subject to happen to you.
It says it right here, Paul, get it right here. Tobit 4:10, because that alms do deliver from death, and suffers not to come into darkness.
That's it.
This number right here, Tobit 12:9. For alms does deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life.
Damn.
You want to speak on it though?
Yeah, Khan, I'm gonna give one more. So, wherefore, my son, consider what alms doest, and how righteousness does deliver. So, those alms have to be accompanied with some righteousness. You just can't be a wicked ass nigga and say, you know what? I just give the money and hey, Lord, bless me, man. The scripture said He's got to bless me. So, no, you gotta do those in sincerity of heart, man. Because the scripture says that the Lord loves a sure forgiver. And it's not only talking about money; it's talking about your time as well. But there's a saying in the world that says time is money, which is true. You know, so right now we are giving of ourselves, man, of our time. You know, and the Lord likes to see that, man. So you know, when you go to camp, when you do videos, you do it with you do it cheerfully. You don't do it grudgingly. You know, you don't say, oh man, I gotta make a video. I gotta go to camp today. My feet hurt, man.
I hate doing this.
Yeah, man. Another Saturday, man. I could be chilling with my girl, whatever. You know, you gotta have a love and desire to come out here and do this,
Passion,
man.
man.
You gotta have a passion to do it. But if you're coming out here with the wrong spirit, and the Most High gonna expose you for that, man.
In due time.
In due time, He's gonna expose you, man. So you gotta be willing to do this. You know, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody making you stand out here, man. At the end of the day, ain't nobody make you do a video or not do a video. That's of you. That's your obedience to the Most High, man. That's what we're called to do. We're called to be obedient to the Most High. What does it say in the book of Ecclesiastes? It says, what is the whole purpose of the duty of man? To love the Most High, to fear the Most High, and keep His commandments.
That's right.
And part of those commandments is like what's going into is giving of alms, you know, giving of charity, being a brother, you know, being there when brothers need them. These are all things the Lord considers, man. He considers those things, and He puts a hedge of protection around us for being in that spirit.
Guys, honestly, going out here going to highways and byways,
Right.
that's the least we can do, because honestly, the Lord can still have us back in the world.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, we're just a mouthpiece.
Right.
We ain't nothing, bro. So let me get real quick. Second,
That's why Scripture says that we're not supposed to boast of our works. Because it's not of us, it's by grace.
This is 2 Corinthians 7 verse 1. It says, having therefore these promises, dear beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all these filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of Yahweh. So honestly, we're being clean when we're going out. We're studying, reading, doing these videos, bro, going to higher byways. Hey, the Lord's giving that grace and mercy unto us that He didn't really have to even show to us. So understand that, hey, it isn't a drag. It's like, oh, I got something that's weighing you down. No, it's going out highways and byways should lift you up, saying like, damn, the Lord has allowed me to have the Spirit one more day.
Well, you got to give back what you got from the Lord. The Lord gave you that grace, that knowledge, understanding, and like we always go to the parable of the talents. You gotta give that back, man. You know, you've been fed. You gotta feed the sheep. You know, you can't keep it to yourself. You know, that's a wicked man according to the eyes of the Most High. So you know, we do these videos. We come out here. We speak the word correctly, man. You know, we do this thing to the best of our abilities because we've been given that knowledge. We got to give that knowledge back, man. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead with that up.
This is Sirach, chapter 40. We're going to start at verse 24. It says, brethren and help are against time of trouble.
Yeah, so brethren and help are against time and trouble. Okay? How our scriptures say a brother is made for adversity. If I'm not mistaken in Psalms. Go ahead.
It says, but alms shall deliver more than them both.
See, alms shall deliver more than them both. It's important, man. It's super important. Go ahead.
Gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel is esteemed above them both.
See, gold and silver make the foot stand sure. You feel better when you got money. You know what I mean? You know, but above all that is to serve the Lord. Because like the brother mentioned earlier, the Lord maketh the rich, He maketh poor. The scripture says it's an easy thing for the Lord to make a man rich, right? But in this time, that's not what it's about. Okay, it's not about that, man. You know.
Go ahead. It says riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both.
See, riches and strength lift up the heart, man. But you fearing the Lord, which is following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, doing the work of the Lord, right? Giving alms, being brotherly, putting on as the elect, the traits of the elect. That's above all, man. That's real riches, man. You know, that's real riches, man. Go ahead.
It also says that the fear of the Lord is his treasure, so that goes into that riches. That treasure box, as brother spoke on, it says there is no want in the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, there's no want because the Lord will give you everything that you need.
And a perfect example of that is Job, man. Job was one of the wealthiest men on earth. I think next to King Solomon. And the Lord had a great favor upon him. What did it say in the first chapter? He said that he was favored by the Most High, man, because he feared the Most High against evil. But also it's in that chapter, in that book, I mean, it speaks of the great wealth that he had. It speaks of all the cattle that he had. It speaks of all the things that he had. So he was very wealthy, but also he was a man that, and the wealth, he was wealthy because the Lord had a hedge around him, because he was favored by the Most High, man. So wealth and righteousness, you know, there's nothing wrong with those things, man. You know, there's going to be some men that the Lord puts that increase on, man. You know, and that's to help the brotherhood. Well, that's for the apostles' sake, man. You know, and that goes into having, like the brother said, goes into charity and brotherly love, man. Go ahead, bro.
I got a quick one, man. It says, because the fear of the Lord, there is no want, all right? So it says, Psalms 37:4, it says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. So that just back to what the brother said. You delight yourself in the ways of the Lord, and he'll give you your heart's desire.
Right.
So you're not going to want anything, because the Heavenly Father is going to give you everything you want, but based on the stipulations of you.
Plus, when you fear the Lord, you're going to have the right desires. You know what I'm saying? You're going to desire the right things. You know, a wicked-ass nigger might read that scripture and say, oh, yeah, so you're saying that if I do this, I'm going to get my heart desires. No, that doesn't mean he's going to give you a big booty bitch. Or he's not going to give you, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that he's going to give you carnal things, man. You know, that means that you know, he's going to, and you're going to be a new man anyway, so you're going to desire different things when you come into the truth, man. Because you got to think about it, you know, our likes and our desires that we had when we were in the world are completely different to the things that we like now, man. We like a whole completely different set of things. You know, we like a whole different set of type of music now. We like a whole different type of entertainment now. And before, man, when you were in the world, you probably was liking some wicked shit, man. But now that you're in the truth, your desires are more pure. They're more in accordance to the scriptures and the word of the Most High, man. Go ahead, bro.
Getting back to that Sirach 40 I'll just run it back, verse 26. It says, riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. There is no want in the fear of the Lord, and it needeth not to seek help. It says, the fear of the Lord is a fruitful garden, and covereth him above all glory. I'm going to jump down to verse 29 right now.
Oh, you go down.
Oh, yeah. Verse 28. It says, my son, we're at this earlier. My son, lead not a beggar's life.
Like the brother mentioned earlier, right? You don't want to live a beggar's life, man. That's not a life to live, man. That's actually suffering, man. You know, torture, really. You know, go ahead.
It says, for better it is to die than to beg. The life of him that departed on another man's table, that's like earlier, but that says dependent. The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life.
See, if you depend on another man, it's not to be counted. Depend on another man's table or another man's wealth or another man's just his substance, that's not to be counted as a life. Man. You want to have your own.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with having your own, man. There's nothing wrong with that. That's you a man, man. Ain't nothing wrong with having your own, man. You got your own woman, you got your own car. Right? You got you should want your own everything, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You should want your own money, man.
Got your own shoes, man. You got your own toothbrush.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to share that.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a life.
Go ahead. This is, for he polluted himself with other men's meat.
Polluted yourself with other men's meat. No, as it says, polluted. You know? Go ahead.
It says, but a wise man, well nurtured, will beware thereof.
Yeah. man. So a wise man well nurtured. Wise man, which is above gold, above rubies, because you could be rich and have no wisdom and be broke tomorrow.
Right.
Well, she almost bust her shit. Boy.
And that a lot of these lottery millionaires, they lose that wealth within a year. Those people that win the lottery, that they don't know how to manage that money. So within a year, all that wealth is gone, man.
Yeah, because hey, and another thing too, I watch scripture say, you know, a lot of these niggas lose money or wealth behind women, man. Behind a woman, or women, right? You might have never had women or never dealt with them, and then you get some money. Notice these niggas get money, and then all of a sudden the women come out of nowhere. It's a saying in the world to say, when that bacon come right, the bitch heal like Wolverine. You know, it's a saying, man. I read it the other day. It said, when you broke, she says he cheated on me. When you broke, it says she cheated on me. But when you have money, she say she trying to take my man. You know, that's what it is. What a difference, right? You know, when you broke, oh, you cheating on me. But when you got money, she trying to take my man. You know, that's what it is, man. So a lot of these niggas, right?
The blame is shifted.
Yeah, it's shifted.
It's shifted from the man to the woman, man.
Yeah.
You know, and you know why that's for? Because that's her being self-preserving of herself, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's her trying to get the better of the circumstance, man.
Hey, in the animal kingdom, when the male fox dies, the female fox immediately finds another mate that day.
Right.
You know? Yeah, that's how cold it is, man. That's why it says, man, listen, it says what? Give not thy woman or your children power over thy life, man.
You know, they string it to a woman.
Yeah.
And you know what's fucked up, right? A woman, like when the Lord created the woman, he created her to be a helpmeet.
Right.
And a lot of women, they leave their man or their marriage to go get somebody else. But the thing is, another thing when they leave because they like, oh, you know, he went out and cheated on me.
Yeah.
Well, a man is allowed to be with multiple women because we can spread our seed to multiple fucking women, right? And then they give birth. That's it. But when you women, what you women don't understand is the biologic body, man. You don't understand that shit. When you women go out and just fuck every man that you like, you're losing oxytocin. Not only are you losing oxytocin, but your body and your spirit is becoming dirty, man. You don't understand that the Lord didn't build women to be with multiple men, but a man with multiple women. Right? So when you get up and you just up and fucking leave because he cheated on you, that's bugged the fuck out, man. That's wicked as hell, man. You could stay with that man and just deal with it, man. Right. It's not gonna be really a big effect on you. Right. But you women are too stupid to understand that because America and your grandmas have built your mental state to be jealous, man. Right. Oh, if that nigga do anything wrong to you, you get up and go get another nigga. That's fucked up, man. That's stupid as hell. Right. And but these bitches, these old elder bitches that be trying to teach you something, these elder bitches that be trying to teach you something, the majority of the time they be Christians, man. Right. Christians telling you to fucking go out and commit adultery, man. Right. You wouldn't be stupid as fuck, man.
Or these elder women, they either teach you that shit, they either be single or they be with a man that's subservient to them.
Yo, bro, check this out, man.
Which is, you know, and you see how men are that are subservient to their woman, man. Well, that she dragged this nigga around the house, disrespecting him, he's not counted as a man, man. You know, that's what it is. Go ahead,
Hey, man, you should be in no wise. Your woman should be in no wise control over you, man.
Not at all.
You're a damn man.
They get that out.
First of all, you think more rationally than she do. Not only that, but physically speaking, you're stronger than her. Mentally speaking, you're stronger than her. And spiritually speaking, you're stronger than her in every way. So your woman should have no rule over you whatsoever. If your woman is bullying you in the house, nigga, then something's wrong with you, man. Right. You not being a man as you should, man. Yep. And like when you go to Proverbs 31, the scripture says, "Give not thy spirit unto a woman," and that was a woman telling King Lemuel that, man. Yep. And you got men over here that just bow to their women. Hey, man, I'm gonna be real, man. Hey, these fucking Edomites, man, they be bowing to their women, man. I have seen these motherfuckers get punked. When I used to work for Cox, man, I had to do an internet install. Actually, I had to fix their TV. And the dude, he was in his chair, and his woman, his wife was an Irish woman, and she came in just bullying the fuck out of him, cussing him out, all type of shit. And he was just sitting there, just quiet. And the scriptures tell you, you know, what happens when you deal with when you a quiet man dealing with a rough woman, man. She gonna walk all over your stupid ass.
And it says that if you deal with a woman in Apocrypha, it says dealing with a woman that talk a lot is like the elderly walking up dooms, man.
Yo.
It says that in the Apocrypha, man.
You know that bitch from New York? She was like, I'm Irish. I talk like this. And in my head, I was like, nah, you just out of order.
Yeah, you just out of order.
You just out of order.
Hey, listen, and the brother made a great point because I'll tell you this, man. When a man go out and he's you know, so-called step out on his woman, it don't be because he like that bitch, man. But when a woman do it, you like that motherfucker, man.
Hey, bro.
That's why, you know, like I told my homeboy in the world, I said, listen, man, whoever your woman get with 2 months or a month immediately after y'all break up, she been talking to him.
Yeah,
2 or 3 months before y'all broke up.
There's really emotional attachment.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. She
'Cause
got
they-
to build an emotional connection.
Because they can't go out and just do that unless they're whores. Right? They can't just go out and sleep with a random guy, man. A man could go out and sleep with a bitch and don't even know her name, man. Don't even, 2 or 3, and don't even know her fucking name. Like, what was that bitch? I don't know, bitch. I don't know her name.
Hey,
You
bro.
care about her more than I do.
And real quick, just to add this, they say that women are better cheaters or some shit like that. That's not true. The difference between a male and a female is that we as men, we're not investigators like that. You know, I'm not gonna fucking pinpoint her location. I'm not about to waste my time and get on the phone to pinpoint her fucking location. I'm not about to do that. Nor am I about to sit up there and go through her phone. But women do that shit. They pinpoint your location. They know how to do that, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They know how to do that shit. They know how to pinpoint your location. Not only do they know how to do that, but they know how to get into your phones in ways that you would never think
Hey,
of,
man,
man.
I'd be like, how the fuck you do that, bitch? I don't even know my code half of the time. How you know? But another thing too, just to land back on what the brother said, a lot of niggas is wicked, so they won't even tell you if they piping out your woman, man. But a woman that like you would tell your woman that you so-called cheating on her, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's another way men get caught doing it. But as long as that woman is single, she don't have a man,
Right.
and you have a woman, it's lawful for you to do that. Because scriptures, when you go to the law, it says if a man have 2 wives and hate one of them, then the substance still have to go to the firstborn. You know, but by
No,
default,
it
it
goes
tells
to the one that's hated.
Con.
Substance goes to the one that's hated.
So, but it goes to show you that a man, you know, is able to have more than one wife. Well, look at King Solomon, man. Look at King David. Look at Arthur. Look at Jacob.
Look at Samuel's phone.
Hey, the Most High himself gave King Saul's wives to King David. And that's wise with an S. Hey, Christians will tell you can't be with multiple fucking women. That's mad as hell,
Because
man.
you're under a worship women culture. You're under a worship women state.
Hey, they get that, the whole
Hey, what was that?
Second
I know a long time
Samuel
ago you put out a video where they had these Americans go to this village.
Oh, to the Middle East.
Yeah, the Middle East, and he
And
told
he
you only have one
laughed
wife.
at him. Yeah.
He laughed at him only have one wife, man.
Yeah, he laughed at him. He said, man, I got multiple. You know, and all his wives was there covered up.
You got one wife?
Yeah.
You know, they laugh because they had like multiple wives and shit, man.
Is Blinken is about to go up? We finna end it anyway. 6:30. Well, it's past 6:30. So brothers got
Let me get this real quick. That 2 Samuel 12 and 8.
I want to end it with that.
This is 2 Samuel 12 and 8. It reads, it says, and I gave thee thy master's house,
Start up at 7.
starting at verse 7, 2 Samuel 12 and 7. It says, and Nathan said to David,
So this is the prophet unto David, man. Go ahead.
says, thou art the man, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel. I anointed thee king over Israel,
Right.
and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul.
Right?
And I gave thee thy master's house.
Now, who's the master's house? That's Saul's house. So he gave King David the throne. He gave King David Saul's kingdom. Go ahead.
And thy master's wives
And
into
what?
thy bosom. And thy master's wives.
So the Lord gave King Saul's wives unto King David. So Christians, you gotta explain this, man. So is it a sin that the Lord gave his wives unto King David? Is that a sin?
No.
So where's the adultery at then, man?
Right.
Now you gotta explain the adultery, because let's use your belief system, right? if you say that it is adultery for a man to be with multiple wives, then is it a sin according to your belief as Jesus is God? Did Jesus as God give this man multiple wives? That's what you're going to have to explain. So now, this right here contradicts your whole belief system, man.
Right.
But guess what? You're too stupid to even see that. Go ahead.
God, it says, and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such thing.
Hey, so he would have gave King David more. He would have gave him more if he asked for it. If King David would have said, lady, just give me more women, he would have gave him more women, man. So this is a cut on you Christians. A man is allowed to be with multiple wives, women, but a woman is not allowed to be with multiple men. So this whole shit that these women get on podcasts talking about they've been with 30, 60 to more over than 100 men, that is adultery and is bugged the fuck out, and they got demons on them, man. So nothing that they say and or do can justify the wickedness that these women are committing. That's why when judgment comes, it's gonna come heavy for you fucking women.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture, that's why the scripture also say that a woman is the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. How do we die through her? Because adultery is a sin unto death, man. So when you popping these fucking women out here, this is why the grace of the Most High had to come. This is why the mercy of the Lord had to come, man. This is why Yahweh Shai had to die, man. Because every fucking woman that you deal with out here have already been with multiple fucking men. So when you laying up in the bed with these fucking women and you popping them, you're committing adultery willingly, man. So the Yahweh Shai had to die for us, man. Like, yo, how they gonna deal with women if they all fucking committed adultery? So when he goes out there and pop a damn woman, guess what? He's gonna commit adultery. So that mercy had to come in, man. That grace have to come in. Cause look, you can't fuck with a 12-year-old. Your ass going to jail.
Going to jail.
You going to jail, nigga. Going to jail.
Your ass going to jail.
Hey, even them. Even 9-year-old up, bunch of damn whores too, man.
Well, a horse is being
Propagated.
Yeah, it's being made popular. It's being made popular. But what these women don't know
Born all
is that, like, I know real whores, man, and a whore can't even sleep with multiple men without being under some type of drug or anything like that, because it fucks up their whole mental. Right? A lot of whores be on substance. They have substance abuse problems, man, because they see the preacher that's sneaking out. Right? They see, they deal with all kind of different men. That's what it is. So you bitches, fabricating that lifestyle as if it's something to uphold. It's not nothing to uphold, man. Really what it is you want to be equal to a man and you're not.
Man, a lot of women that I know are prostitutes.
Let's end it with that.
This is Sirach chapter 14, verse 14. Defraud not thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee.
Hey, was that
Sirach 14 and 14. Oh, verse 11. Yeah, come on. Start. It's Sirach 14 and 11. Is that what you want? Yeah, 14. Okay, come on. This is my son. According to thy ability, do good to thyself.
So kind of we was going into earlier, man. According to what you've been blessed with, do good to yourself. Man. Go ahead.
And give